When I moved into high school, as she said, of course, I worked hard and I was a 4.0 student. I did a lot of extracurricular activities. I ran track, cross country, did soccer and all of that. And basically, a day in my life was I woke up at 5 to 6 o'clock in the morning, finished most of my homework that I hadn't finished the previous night, went to school most of the day. When school was over, went to some sort of practice, and then practice I went home, and from that all I did was eat, take a shower, and worked on my homework all night till basically 1 o'clock at night. I'm not I don't have the natural smartness. Basically, for everything I had to do was I had to work for it, and that's the way I worked for it. And then the next day I would do the same thing again, wake up early, go through it, and go through my day. And to a lot of people that may seem like a boring day, but the motivation behind it all is my mom, because no matter what, she told me, you know, if you work hard and do whatever you can, you'll accomplish your dreams. And I wanted to prove to her that yes, I can accomplish my dreams. And because she has given up so much, you know. She gave up her life as well as my dad, you know. They gave up their relationship, and she moved to a country she barely knew, you know. So her kids could get the American dream. So her kids could know that, you know, through good work, education, and good character, you can accomplish your dreams and do whatever and be whoever you want to be. And I wanted to prove to her that, you know, your sacrifices didn't go to waste, that I'm going to be the best I can for her. And that's why I'm here today, because I want to be the best in this country, because I've worked so hard for everything. And when we first came here, we came here on a tourist visa, and then we went, before the tourist visa expired, my mom applied for political asylum, and the first time it got rejected in 2002, and then it kept repealing and repealed and repealed until it reached the highest court, which was the Sixth Circuit Court for Immigration Law, in February of this year. And of course, once it got denied there, we had run out of options. There was nothing else we can do. And in mid-July of this year, we got a letter of deportation to deport, to have all our belongings packed and ready for August 9th to be deported. And when I read that letter, I was shocked. I didn't know what was going on, what I was gonna do. You know, I have friends here. My education is here, my community is here, and all of a sudden, I was asked to leave everything I knew behind. You know, forget everything you've learned, forget what you know, and go back to a country that, you know, when I lived there, I was little, so I don't remember it much. And even today, I barely speak Albanian anymore. I still speak it, but so they were telling me, you know, have your bags packed. You know, you can only carry 44 pounds. So everything you know, your memories you have here, leave it behind. You know, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's gonna happen. And but what gave me hope is what the community did, which was so amazing. There's that word again. And my church, the week before I was about to be deported, decided to have a rally in support. And at first I was like, okay, a few of my closest friends are gonna show up, a few of my relatives. And when people were gathering, I was in the church, I was in the kitchen of the church the whole time. And when time came for the rally, I went up and I saw nearly 200 people gathered in the church. The whole church was packed with people, and I was amazed again. My heart skipped a beat, and I was like, how can these people send me back, you know? Here's all these people who have showed up here for me and who love me and want to see me stay. And So through their help, we weren't deported on August 19th, but we have a new hearing on November 9th. And even though we have this time, I still don't know what's going to happen. Am I going to get deported or not, or when? So it's kind of hard going to school every day, you know, knowing that in the middle of the school year, they can tell you again, you know, leave. Everything you worked, everything up to this point, just leave it. Go home. So it's been hard, and but I'm just one of these stories. As she said, I'm a typical story. There's thousands of stories out there just like mine, and so I plead with you to, you know, co-sponsor the DREAM Act, support the DREAM Act, so students like me don't have to go back home, because they're worth being here, because this is the country they've come to love.